Afternoon guys, it's Elvis with Buck Creek Bushcraft. Today, what I'd like to discuss is solar ignition and different types of tinder that you can use for solar ignition. First off, we're going to start with charred cloths. Now anything charred will work. Charred punkwood, charred cattail, anything charred. And it will take flame within seconds. And there we go. It's already lit. If y'all can see that. Ow. Up on my finger. Second one we're going to talk about is the seed pod from a milkweed. You can break the seed pod open, and all the fuzzy stuff is attached to what's called the milkweed ovum. It's basically a really thin piece of paper, and it'll ignite within seconds as well. And there we go. Like I said, this is the milkweed ovum from a milkweed. This milkweed ovum is also one of the only materials you can use for a flint and steel fire without it being charred. You can place this on a flint and steel kit and hit sparks onto it, and it'll actually ignite with flint and steel without being charred. Alright, thirdly, we're going to talk about my personal favorite, which is punkwood or punky wood. It's my favorite because it's one of the easiest to ignite. It's also one of the easiest to find. It's very abundant. Anywhere you have trees, you're going to have punkwood. And you'll make sure it's real spongy and real soft. Let's see. This right here probably is the best. It takes maybe 15, 20 seconds to ignite. Well, this thing's ignited really easy. As you can see, the punky wood is just smoldering like crazy. I got some grass here that I gathered, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just build a fire real quick to show you how easy it is with punky wood. Basically, this whole piece right here will become a giant ember. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm just gonna pinch it in there. I'm not even gonna blow, I'm just gonna fan it. There we go. Very, very simple. That was just with some punky wood and magnifying glass. Next, we're going to talk about using the inner bars from trees, whether it be tulip poplar or cedar. Cedar is my favorite. You can take the fibrous bark from a cedar, shred it up real fine, and then compact it into a real tight ball. This one takes a little bit longer. why it's not my favorite. But it can work. We got it. Like I said, this is just cedar bark, the inner cedar bark from a cedar, and it actually went out, but it can work. So I'm just going to use it as a miniature bird nest because I still have some punky wood glowing right here. And there's that. And lastly is something I'm going to talk about that I don't hear anybody talk about, and that's using fungus for solar ignition. And the fungus I'm talking about is what's called crack cap polypore. Now this is the fungus that grows in my area. It grows on dead or dying black locust trees. And it's just a shell fungus that grows off the black locust trees. And it's best if you break it off and you dry it for several days, and you grind it into like a really fine powder, which is what I've done here. I have it on a leaf. I'm gonna get it lit for you and show you. But I'm sure tinder fungus will do the exact same thing. My puppy decided to join me. So I have a piece smoldering here. And it's real fragile, like a bow drill ember. So you have to kind of nurture it. Just fan it with your hand. Burn it very, very slow. This is the same. You can just put it in a nest and blow it in the flame. All right, starting to kind of smolder now. See if you can see that. Like I said, I just ground it up and put a beam in there, and as you can see, it's smoking. Like I said, I've never seen anybody teach this, so I don't know if not many people know about it or what. So this is just a real quick video on solar ignition. I think it's important for people to understand that solar ignition is a very, very important way to know how to start a fire, because it's a renewable resource. You can start unlimited fires this way. As long as you have sun, you can start fire. You don't have to use up your precious matches or a ferro rod or your lighter. I mean, the disadvantage, it does require sunlight, so if it's, you know, dark or cloudy or raining, you can't get a fire going. But I appreciate you for joining me for this video. Thanks for watching.